Welcome back to Golf Simulator videos. We're back today with the UNEEKOR Eye XO and we're hooked up to the GSPro Golf Simulator Software. So I've shown a couple first look videos and kind of overviews of this new GSPro Golf Simulator Software, but I've had a lot of people reach out that said, can you please go out and do some on-course play? I really want to see it a little more in depth. We want to see more examples of shots. That's what we're here to do today. All right, like I said, we're hooked up to the UNEEKOR Eye XO. That is an overhead mounted high-speed camera infrared system. So it has two high-speed cameras and infrared lighting. It allows you to use a ball of choice with no markings, which is very unique, and also provides advanced club data. All kinds of videos of it in the channel, so make sure you check those out. But let's go ahead and dive right in, because I'm going to try to play a full 9 holes here for you guys, and I'm recording at a very high bit rate. That way you guys can kind of see like the best experience of the software. All right, so it is a very graphic intensive software that they're using. Lots of textures with the Unity engine. And let's just go ahead and fire things off and we'll kind of talk a little more about everything on the way. So Riviera Country Club, that's where the PGA Tour is this week. Why wouldn't we go out and play Riviera Country Club on GSPro? They do have a lot of courses, which is really nice. All right. I felt that a little bit off the toe, and it looks like it's going to be a little left, but I got some distance out of it though. Launch monitor carry was 249. If you know, first thing I'll point out is that they're giving you not only the launch monitor carry, but they're also giving you the raw carry and then the carry in game, okay? So I think that's pretty cool that they do the different carries, all right? So taking in to effect elevation, if there's wind, penalties, which we'll talk about. Now I'm 183 yards from the green, or pin, I should say, but notice I'm losing some percentage here, 88% of my speed, and then I only have 75% of spin, so this is going to be a little difficult for me. I think I'm going to play a 6-iron, because if I can get it to the green, it's going to have a little less spin, and it's probably going to roll up, all right? Now I do notice that it's 4.1 yards uphill, so I'm kind of have to hit like a heavy draw to get it there. Let's hope I'm playing the right shot. All right, there's that heavy draw I was looking for. Let's see if I got all of it. There it is on the green, rolling out. And that's not bad. I mean, we have an eagle putt starting off on number 1 at Riviera Country Club. Not complaining at all. So let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the putting here. So there is a break line indicator, which is cool. You click and drag, and it shows you kind of the break of the green with that little indicator. So there's not too much break here, but you know, over a 17-foot putt, it's definitely gonna break. I'm gonna aim a little bit further left than just left edge of the cup. I can see it's a few inches downhill. Now here's the thing. My stimp in here is about 10.5, all right? And to my dot's about 10, but I'm playing an 11 stimp here, okay? So I actually have to, bring it a little shorter than normal, because this is rolling at an 11. And like I said, this is in between like a 10.5 stimp in my simulator room here. So 17, I'm probably gonna putt this for about 14 or 15. A little too hard, I think. Yep. Rolled right over the hole. That was just too hard. All right, well, lesson learned. Let's slow things down and see if we can make our birdie putt. I had a beautiful putt set up there for eagle, and you know, I haven't played GSPro here in a little while, and I appreciate playing at the higher stimp. I think it makes it challenging, but let me tell you, if you get out of the gate and don't respect that higher stimp, that's what's going to happen right there. So let's go ahead and see if we can sink this for our birdie. There it is. All right, so kind of adjusted my speed there. I hit that first putt probably for almost 20 feet or so, just too hard. All right, so we're 1 under though. Gotta love that. Riviera Country Club number 2. Just a very slight dog leg to the right. I'm gonna try to hit maybe just a tiny bit of a fade here. I don't want to hit that draw, because we have the actual driving range over there, I believe is what it is at Riviera. Let's see what we can do here. All right, Now that was a little bit towards the heel as well, and that kind of gave me a little extra gear effect. It shortened my distance up quite a bit because it wasn't a great strike. I was, trying to come outside in there, and it worked out all right. It was a good miss, I'll say that. So if you guys don't know about the UNEEKOR EYE XO, make sure you check out the other videos in the channel. But what I like about it is having the stereo camera system. You'll notice when we're putting today, I'm only playing 5-foot gimmies. Okay, so you can literally make a 1-foot putt with this camera system, which is really nice. So wanted to point that out. So 166 yards, a little bit uphill. I'm gonna try to hit like a smooth 7-iron. All right, no penalties because I'm in the fairway. Just a nice, soft 7. I don't think I could get an 8 there. Let's see if that was enough. It wasn't a perfect strike. That was enough. Roll up there. All right. Now we're not playing big gimmies, so even though I'm only 13 feet away, we have to get this within 5 or in the hole for our birdie. Let's take a quick look at that brake indicator again. Am I going to get away with a straight putt? Wow. For how these greens are out here at Riviera Country Club, I'll take a straight putt any day. Now let's see if we can get our speed right. 11 stimp, very fast. Like I said, I mean, I'm just over a 10, almost 10 and a half, when I measure this with the stimp meter. So that extra half, it really makes a difference. Got it. I thought that was just a little too much speed based on how it was rolling, but I was able to get it right in there. We're 2 under going in to hole number 3 at Riviera Country Club. All right, so if you guys have any questions about the GSPro software, make sure you put them in the comments below, all right? They do some really cool things over there. They run tournaments and events. If you have questions, let me know. That's one nice thing about the UNEEKOR systems, both QED and the IXO, is that they hook up to various software. GSPro is the latest golf simulator software that the UNEEKOR systems have hooked up to. That was a little high in the face. That was another miss. Carry 250 it says, but look at it going far left. This is going to be a challenge, guys. All right. Looks like I have a line. Did I get a break? Now here's the thing. I'm in deep rough though. So even though I might have got a break, and I'm going to be able to get this around, it's not a 112-yard shot. I mean, I'm losing 40% out of here, and it's very tough to gauge because that penalty percentage is also based on your launch out of the rough. So I think I'm going to be able to play like a soft 9 is what I'm thinking. I hope it's not too much because I'm losing spin. It could roll really far off the green, but I'm going to have to start this a little bit right. I'm going to try to hit it soft. Come around. Oh, I just didn't release it hard enough, and that was too much. That was too much. All right, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Now you notice how it said carry 144, but the carry in game was only 118. But for where that hit and not having any spin, I think I just, I wanted to get it to the green, and I really kind of overjuiced that thing with that 9-iron. Probably should have played a pitching wedge. Now look at this thing breaking heavy to the right, but then to the left. In a situation like this where I'm seeing speeds both ways, I'm just going to go right at the hole. It's very, very difficult for me to gauge a 50, 60, foot putt outdoor, just as hard indoor. So the goal here is to get it within 5 feet and use that gimme distance. Let's see what we can do. All right, now break left. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Wow, we gave it a chance from 53 feet. I mean, I'll take that all day. It keeps us 2 under. Hole number 5, Riviera Country Club, is a par 3, 189 yards, 10 feet downhill. So I'm going to play a little bit of a 6-iron. It looks like you can kind of draw it in there and stay away from that bunker. Let's see if we can pull that shot off. Just a little draw is what I'm hoping for if I can strike this well. Should get it up there. A little bit of a high draw. Carrie says 185 in the launch monitor. Get down and stay. Get down. It was right by the pin, guys, and I just caught a little bit too much of it. It released on me. I'm actually very happy with that shot. All right, let's see if we can make a birdie putt here. I'm seeing very little break on the break line indicator. It looks like it's going both ways, but when this ball slows down by that cup, I think it's gonna break right. So the goal here is it's 3 inches downhill. I mean, I need to be careful with this, especially if I want that speed to lighten up and it to break right at the hole at the end. I'm gonna play this for about, I think 15, 16 feet. Slow down, slow down. It was too much. It was too much. I gave it a run about 3 feet past the cup or so, it looked like. Let's see what we can do. Number 5, 392 yards. It's 14 yards downhill. I mean, if you get a hold of a drive here, you could really get some great distance with that downhill. I'd like to play a little bit of a draw if I can. Just a slight dog leg though, just slight. All right, carry 247. I mean, it was a fair strike. Oh, and look at this. Downhill got us. We're gonna be in the rough. Oh. So I'm not losing a ton of power here, you know, 12%, but I'm losing spin and it's way downhill. So I'm gonna have to be really careful here. What do I wanna do? Can I get a 50 degree there? I don't think so. I think that I wanna hit a light pitching wedge. I'd love to hit a little fade up in there to try to get it to stop on the green. Let's see if we can do that. I've been struggling to hit the fades lately, just not exiting that club like I usually do. That's a double cross if I've ever seen one. And you know, my lie was 2.7 to the left. Then I didn't hit the ball the way I wanted to. That was just a miss. That was just a big miss. You got to pay attention down there to the lies as well. And I just missed it. I rushed it a little bit. Oh man, we're gonna have to try to save par here. So 26 yards. Love to just try to get this up there. Maybe a 60-foot chip or so. I know it's gonna roll out a little bit because I'm missing some spin. Let's see if we can get it up there close to the pin. Roll up, roll up. All right, we're gonna have to scramble for par here. Let's see what we can do. 12 feet, just slightly uphill. I love how I'm getting these ball positions with not much break. I mean, it's gonna break just a little bit at the hole, so maybe I'm just gonna go just a little bit right, because it starts off a little right, left to right. Then it goes left to right, a little bit harder at the hole. Oh, I'd love to get this in there for par. We did it. I played that soft. I really wanted that break to take effect. You know, I'm really happy that we were able to save par there. That was a tough hole after that miss. 140 yards, it's a little uphill. Nice little soft 9-iron, I think will do it. It's a good opportunity if I strike this well. Short par 3. Yeah, a little bit of a miss. A little bit of a miss. But it's going to put us, I think, about pin high. This is that green that I don't know if you guys saw. I think it was Justin Thomas, who actually hasn't been playing that well the first day. Was in that green bunker right in the middle. And I think it was him last year that chipped over it and had an amazing chip. And then yesterday he chipped out of it and was right by the hole. It was an amazing chip. All right, what is this? This is just breaking a little. I think it's a little outside left edge, and it's 28 feet. All right, 11 stimp. I'm just trying to keep that in my head. These greens can get slippery. Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I second guessed myself last minute. And I aimed a little left and rolled that ball left. And sure enough, look at this. I'm outside the gimme range. I've got to make a 5-foot putt. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my ball rolled in my screen. Actually, I have a tear. I'm replacing my screen here in the next week or so. And it actually rolled in my screen, a little tear that I have. It's time. It's been about 3 years. Time to replace the screen. I think that's actually good life for how much we play on this. Now watch this. Perfect example for you guys to see the UNEEKOR Eye XO with GSPro and this short putting. All right, 5-foot gimmies. Just got to tap it. You got to remember that ball only has to roll 5 feet. I missed it. I did not. Well, that's what you get. That is what you get. So 350 yards, par 4. Let's see if we can make back up for that right here. Let's go over to our mini map. I'll show you guys how this works at the same time. So let's go ahead and click and drag. You can see where I've been carrying it about 250. So it really puts that bunker into play. If you can clear the bunker, you're good. Maybe I can try to hit a little bit of a draw here. That way it gets some extra distance, and then it ends up over top that bunker, but left of that little one. That would be nice. Let's see if we can pull that off. Carry 258. It's looking good. Oh, that's going to be perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, man. Finally got a break there after that last hole was rough. All right, 68 yards. If the short game pulls through, we could have a great birdie opportunity here. Just a little bit uphill. Got a 58 degree here. 68 yards. It's a little in between for me. Just got to think about this distance for a second. 68 yards. Too far. Too far. I thinned that a little bit. Yep, I don't know what I just kind of accelerated and thinned that. Now let's see, we're on the fringe. So I can go up here in my menu and I can turn on my grid. And because these are rolling at like an 11, I think I'm going to putt this rather than chip it. Obviously, it'd be a difficult chip. If I can get this, obviously in the hole would be great, but you know, if I can get this within 5, we can walk away unscathed after that poor approach shot there. All right, so about 30 feet, and it is going to roll downhill. Played it for about 20. Slow down. That was way too much. I didn't think it was going to roll that fast. Way too much. It took off the fringe. Look at this. Look how far. Look. You know what I misread there is the downhill. Really misread the downhill. Oh, geez. We're falling apart here with only a couple holes to go. Let's see if we can pull it back together. Probably rushing things a little bit too much here. I was trying to make this video a reasonable length and, you know, recording at this high bit rate. 5 inches uphill. Give me one. Give me one. What a putt. Oh, that's awesome. Super happy I was able to stay 1 under after a couple just mistakes there. I mean, just bad mistakes. That approach shot is just, you know, I should have just, I much would have rather would have been short and had a putt and obviously missed that. So this is uphill, 7.6 yards. All right, so I just need to land one down there in the fairway. The bunkers are just littered on this course. And let me tell you, the penalties are not easy. That was not a good strike at all. I just missed it. And gonna pay for it. Gonna pay for it. It was really low on the face. I just kind of jumped at it a little bit. And you can see how that ball launched really low. And obviously was penalized distance. Oh, let's see here. So I'm losing, this is that almost that same situation that I hit that 9-iron that went too far. So I think it's time just to hit like a little draw pitching wedge. You know it's going to roll out because it's losing some spin. Let's see if I can play this. Set up for birdie. That was a little thin. Oh no. These thin shots are killing me. That was my second thin shot there that just obviously went too far. I love how the UNEEKOR EYE XO is picking up that spin and launch and everything though, and I'm getting penalized. I mean, it went too far. Look at the launch monitor, 132. 132. So it's going to take off, breaking right to left, and then it's going to flatten out. Thinking about there. Because I'm going to putt through the break a little bit, then it's going to lighten up. 32 feet downhill though. I might aim just a little bit right inside the sim. Go in. Wow. Puts us 2 under going into 9. Man, that I don't know if I've made a putt that long on GSPro. Not that challenging with the break like that. I got the speed just right for it to drop. They're actually working, so this is beta, just so you guys understand. GSPro is still beta. I mean, they have a ton of courses and they're working on all kinds of stuff. But I don't know if you noticed, but they don't have like hole characteristics yet, where if you're rolling over a hole, it doesn't like hit and bounce or anything. They're working on that. So I think you saw that one that was putting way too fast and it kind of rolls over the hole. So, you know, it's going to penalize you if it's going too fast. It's not going to go in, but it kind of just rolls over. They're working on those hole characteristics. Should be pretty nice. Little left. I struck it really well. Just obviously didn't square everything up just right. That was probably my best drive of the day, and just didn't have everything squared up well. Carried 270. I mean, look at that. All right, so here we go. It's 5 yards uphill. Can I get this in close? I'm looking for a real tight shot for a birdie, but I'd take par in a heartbeat. I'm going to try to draw this in there just a little bit. Just don't want to hit it thin again. I think I pulled it a little bit. Get down. Caught too much of it. Caught too much of it. The pull got, oh no. I did not. Not the hole you want to go long on. You have to be kidding me. And then what's it going to do after that? I have to aim up here. I mean, it's going to roll up and then down. I hope that's right. 48 feet, 2 feet downhill. So it's probably only playing about 20 feet. Oh, this is such a tough putt. I don't even know if I'm aimed right. I'm going to aim a little left. I think it's more than I'm thinking. All right, slow down. Slow down. Be within 5. All right. We did it. We did it. I think I could even pull up a scorecard. We went 2 under at the front 9 at, I think this is the scorecard right here, at Riviera Country Club. Came out of the gates just firing away a couple birdies. And then obviously things got rough there with some approach shots. Had a bogey on number 6. Went off with a birdie on 8 to end up with a 33. Riviera Country Club, I'll take it all day. We're playing 11 stimp with 5-foot gimmies. I mean, I'll take it. So understand what we did today. We took the UNEEKOR EYE XO, that's the overhead mounted stereo high-speed camera system with infrared. Played the GSPro software. All right, that's the GSPro Golf Simulator Software. I have information I'll leave in the description. And then I'll also pin my email in the description and comments. If you guys are looking to purchase a UNEEKOR Eye XO or you're interested in the GSPro software, I know the guys over there. Shoot me an email. I'd love to help. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Comment below. Let me know what else you'd want to see. I had a ton of people that reached out that wanted to see on-course play here with GSPro. So we knocked out 9 holes here. Maybe we'll finish up the back 9 if we have time this weekend, and we'll post that video too. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.